here coming at you with an entry video for ANDREWBALLINA 3,500 subscriber giveaway. First of all, congratulations, Andrew, for reaching 3,500 subscribers. That is an incredible number. That is actually 10 times the amount of subscribers that I currently have, so congratulations on that. It must be a pretty decently good feeling to know 3,500 people care what you say. So, for his contest, he has the same basic, you have to be a subscriber to his channel, and he wants you to tell him your 5 favorite zombie movies. Your 5 favorite zombie movies. So, in order 1 through 5, 1 being best, 5 being 5th, here is number 5. The remake of Dawn of the Dead. A lot of people don't like this movie, but I honestly think if this movie had just been called Tuesday at the Mall or something like that, and not trying to drain off of the name Dawn of the Dead, this would have been a much more highly received film. It's got an awesome soundtrack. It's got some really good effects. I like the way they changed the original movie, kind of more updated a little bit. I like the guy in the gun store across the parking lot. I like when they get on the boat. I mean, when they find that cooler out in the middle of the ocean and it's got a zombie head in it. I mean, it's a really good movie. I like that movie. So that is my number 5. Now, number 4. Shaun of the Dead. This would be probably right in the middle of the whole let's make zombie movies funny time frame. I think that ended with Zombieland. But I really enjoyed Shaun of the Dead. I really liked the story. I liked the emotional moments when he had to kill his mom, and when he had the problem with his stepdad, and he was, getting trampled on by his boss at work in the beginning, and that whole scene where he's walking through the beginning of the movie, and he's oblivious to all of the zombie stuff going on around him, and he even slips in the blood on the floor, but is oblivious to it. I think it's just really good. It's definitely the best of the comedic zombie films, so that's why it's on my list. Number 3. Fido. I was fortunate enough to see this at the Los Angeles Film Festival. God, I couldn't tell you how long ago it was. But to me, it's the way that it's just an awesome take on the zombie film. First, it's got that whole retro feel, where it's shot like it's in the 50s, and they got the big metal collars like they would have invented in the 50s, and the fact that you have your funeral, you have a head removal fee for the funeral where you have a separate casket for your head so that your body can't come back as a zombie. I think it's just great. And then the whole build-up at the game about the zombie wars and all that stuff. It's a really good movie. If you haven't seen that movie, I just ruined it for you, but it's a really good movie. You should check that one out. Number 2. Night of the Living Dead. People are going to shoot me for this and hate me and call me all kinds of names, but I didn't even really want to put Night of the Living Dead in my top 5. I know it's the one, it's the movie, it's the origin, it's the omega, it's the alpha, but I just didn't really like the story that much. But because it is what it is, I had to put it on my list, and I put it at number 2 because it is let's say the premiere of the modern day zombie movie. So you got to give all the props to that. And it led to all of George Romero's of the Deads, plus all the remakes, the Tom Savini one with was it Tony Todd, which I saw and I liked, and probably if I was doing the top 10, that would probably be like around 7. So there you go. Night of the Living Dead, the master. Number 1. George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. That whole like 70s vibe it kind of gives off at the beginning, and the whole feel, you know, with the police doing the raid on the house full of zombies, and the news station, you know, like not breaking down, but the people breaking down inside the news station because of all the news of all of the things going on around. You know, them stealing the helicopter, flying around till they find that mall. You know, then all the stuff they do in that mall. It's, you know, and then you know, you got the biker gang attacking, and that guy just, gotta get my, he wanted to use the heart rate thing, the heart rate machine, the blood pressure machine, so bad. And yeah, I was fortunate enough to see that in the theater as a like 8-year-old with my godfather, and I think, I'm trying to remember, but I really seriously think that was like one of my first movies, period. And I think that's what's kind of like pushed me into being such a huge movie fan, where I watched so many movies, because it was just awesome. And, you know, hanging out with my godfather at the time, that was just awesome too, because, you know, we did a lot of stuff together. But so, Dawn of the Dead, the original, George Romero, it's my number one. But I also have 2 honorable mentions. Honorable mentions of Train to Busan and The Girl with the Special Gifts. Those are 2. Well, Train to Busan came out in 2016. Girl with the Special Gifts comes out, I think, next week. But those are 2 really good, let's say, second, I don't know, this is the new wave of zombie films. And I think these 2 are on the cusp of the new wave of good horror, of good, really good zombie movies. And hopefully that wave will grow just the way the original did, with, you know, when you had Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead and all those of the Dead movies. And, you know, you got all the way up into, you know, Shaun of the Dead and Fido, and then it kind of just died down and went off. I mean, 28 days later, 28 weeks later. I mean, there's just so many. But then it kind of got really, really bad. I mean, there was like hundreds of just bad zombie movies. If anybody had an idea for a zombie movie, they would just make it and, you know, get put out there. And, I mean, I can't remember what the name was, but it starred Big Daddy Kane, you know, and I was like, and it took place when they were trying to rob a bank, and it was. But anyways, so I really think that Train to Busan and The Girl with the Special Gifts are really going to be the new wave, hopefully, to good zombie movies. All right. Once again, thank you for holding your contest. Andrew, congratulations once again. I reached 3,500. That's incredible. Guess you just go to 5,000 from here. All right. Thanks. Bye.